What's good, everybody? Hope you all are doing well and staying safe. Hopefully those streams work. It's my first time trying a vertical one. I don't know 100% if it check over on my phone, actually. Derp. This is why you have other accounts, Baker. This is why. Okay, so I see that one there. I don't see the other one showing up in the main feed, so that isn't a bad thing. Thing for shorts. Live. I did make it public, yeah, I did. See if you can't find it on your phone. Alright, we're just gonna go ahead and go. Anyways, so where we left off yesterday is... Well, actually, I did some more while I was offline, I should say. I did a little bit more. We worked on the... a little bit into this quest line here, the Globin diplomacy. And I crafted the orange, but I didn't know that they were going to want blue. So that's currently what we're going to be working on, is getting the materials we need for blue dye together. Which I believe there was some way to buy it or something of the sort. I have to double check here. There it is. Okay, seems everything's working. Good stuff. Let's go oneself. Did I adjust the... That's ultra low. They're all ultra low, so we're good. We are good there. Alright. So we're going to find out what was it here for the blue. 20 coins, and you'll say how generous. The gardener in Falador Park. Falador Park. Where is Falador Park? Let's see here. Our map. There's Falador. And then the park is this up here. Okay, so this is where we need to go. Let's just double check looking at the map that we are positioned correctly. And let's head down. Okay, and what was down here again? Here, Wyson? Wyson. Okay, let's go ahead and close that. Gardener. That's a player. I thought that was. Gardener. He's the head gardener. So, is he gonna have a... I would have to guess he's gonna have a unique name. Yeah, there he is. I know. Wait. I guess I say yes. Okay. How much are you willing to pay? Okay. Okay. Let's see. I love how he calls you a generous person, but the only option that'll work is 20. Okay, so we go ahead and take these back to the witch now. The witch was... Where were you located? I think you were here. Yeah, I was here. Die trader. Is he having issues with navigating? No, I think it's okay. He's figuring it out. Okay, good. We'll be heading down to this dye trader. Once we get there, we can get this blue dye made. Then we'll go on back up and get this quest turned in. I wish I could just click on the map and do walk here. That would be really nice instead of the mini map. It works regardless though, but a little nitpick. and now let's go ahead and work our way back up. Actually, I might be able to teleport to get a little closer. Yeah. That saved a reasonable amount of walking. Think. Yeah. I was trying to compare, like, because there is some backtracking. I go over this way, but I was comparing the distance vertical to that. That definitely saved me some time. I should have, while I was down there, I need to actually go to a bank regardless and grab some more coins so that I can buy more. Work on that in a bit. I think there's a bank along the way, is there? I mean, kinda. I feel like I'm stretching that by saying it's along the way. Here, let's see. That over here this way. Alright, now we gotta find armor. Will be our next thing, which we'll find in one of these crates somewhere. We get that armor, we'll dye it, and then we'll present it. Yeah, right. Where? If we just search the same crate we searched last time, if that'll work. I don't want you to attack. You're not attacking. Door. Use the door. I'll open the door. Open door, please. Are you? Alright, well, follow me then. If you want. I don't know. Nothing of interest here. Okay. Nothing of interest there. That, no. What do you... Alright, yeah, we will kill you. I'll take care of you. Maybe you just give me your armor after I'm done with you. I could dye it. After dying you. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember seeing anything down there. We're gonna climb up this ladder. Maybe there'll be a crate up there. There we go. What's good, Goose? How you doing? What? Why are we arguing about fat now? Isn't... Who's fat? I mean, you guys are bigger than the rest. But you guys are like equally as big. So if he's fat, you're fat. What are we doing here? Like, let's be real about this. No, let's say no. Shut up, human. Okay. I'm sorry. I got blue armor here. I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Getting some more of this grinded on. Trying out the first quote-unquote dual stream, if you will. In the way of like the vertical and horizontal. I have 2 different streams running, so trying that out. Seeing how that works. Yeah. Doing that, getting these quests done. Wait a minute here. Wait a second here, what did I miss on this? It's not right, not goblin. We're dark earthy colors like brown. Yeah, brown might be good. Human give us brown armor. I thought brown was the armor you were changing from. Never. Okay. Alright. Alright. At this point, that's your love. That's all there is to it. That's it. And leave one unaltered. Okay, so I just bring them an unaltered one. I should have read through the whole thing, but I didn't. Okay, well, where do I find this unaltered one? There's gonna be one more crate. Where's this crate? Behind the general's hut in a crate. Oh, behind the hut in a crate. Okay, so there'll be one over here in the back. Ah, look at that thing. They're just hiding there. Nice little spot for it. Good job. Okay, so we'll bring them this one here. Then hopefully that'll be the end of the quest. Update available. Just received an update. The update is optional, but we recommend downloading it for best gaming. Yeah, okay. Update queued. Can you update? There we go. Alright, get that playing again. There we go. This is update. Increased rune rewards from daily gifts, making them more meaningful at later stages. Rebalanced many of the community event milestone values. Fed permanent stat bonuses from the community event rewards into the battleground reward, battle pass rewards section. Rename this section permanent rewards. Okay. Rush status is now saved between game sessions. Okay, so that's only okay. Okay. These updates from my idle game that I'm playing. Not my personal item game, of course. We've already learned that I'm just apparently a trash programmer. That's life. So yeah. Five quest points from that? Damn, now we got 14. Good. That should unlock our account now. Won't be restricted anymore. Crafting level 9. Good stuff. Alright. I think today, how am I liking the game? How am I finding the game so far? It's actually been enjoyable, surprisingly enough. I say that because I've tried RuneScape many of times in the past, and I've never gotten past the tutorial. But with me having to slow down on how I play, in the sense of like how active of a player I am in video games, and like the amount of games that I'm not really capable of playing anymore, just due to because of how ridiculous they've gotten with visual effects, I have found an odd love for the game. It's weird to say. I have found a very odd love for the game. It also feels like it runs a little better than it used to, but still the controls are really jank with a lot of things, and I wish there was improvement on them, and there hasn't been. Like specifically, there was like this mirror mission where I had to like move a mirror around a room yesterday. Oh my lord, that thing fried my brain. I was so mad trying to do that. It was so bad. Yeah. Oddly enough, just enjoying the game more than I really thought I would. That's why I started streaming it. I was like, well, I'm actually enjoying the game, so I might as well at that point. I think it was because, like, back when I was a more of an active player, like, one of the things that drew me to Warframe in the beginning was literally its movement. So I think with the fact that I was, you know, just more of a physically active player and all of that, it made it so games like this that just really didn't appeal to me much. Because it's not so much graphics, I really could care less about the graphics at the end of the day. Yeah, outside of that, it's like, game hasn't been bad. I think I have 20 or 30 hours in the game, so we're still just starting, but the fact that I've been able to rock out, you know, somewhere around 8 to 10 hours a day playing the game overall, you know, with leaving it up and running while I just have things happening, you know, and all that. An actual, probably real playtime, I don't know, probably 20-ish hours or so, like that, yeah. Surprisingly enjoyable. I do have other games that I'm interested in trying at some point through like Game Pass, but it's kind of will come at a later time. I was gonna try things like Diablo 4, but like the visuals are too much for me. I don't feel like spending $40 on Diablo 2. I'm just gonna be completely honest. It's just not happening. It's just not happening in my world. Ridiculous. Path of Exile, it's way too visually cluttered for me. That just, it destroys my head. So that went out the window. Last Epoch, I actually own it, but I can't play that either. It's a little too visual intense for me. It's interesting, games that were once I was okay with, it's like their graphics got upgraded in some way, and now it's just too much for me. Because I've played Path of Exile way back. About 7-8 years ago I played Path of Exile. About 8 years ago, yeah, 8. I played Path of Exile for a little bit before I played Warframe, and after after the first time I quit Warframe for graphical reasons. It was way back when they first upgraded the graphics in Warframe, 2018, 2019. I had to quit from that one as well until they like improved a lot and gave a lot of visual sliders. A change for you to stop playing it. The movement doesn't feel the same in Warframe as it used to. It's still Warframe movement, but it has more of a sluggish feel than it used to, if I'm to be completely honest. It feels like they changed around something in the physics math, because it has more of a heavy feel to it. I don't know, that's just my opinion, but yeah, like your characters feel like they have more weight behind them, if that makes sense. Anno 1800, Anno is, that's actually not a terrible RTS. I did see that one on Game Pass. The whole weird, I don't know, there's something with the RTSs that have that, like, that turn-based feel to them. They don't really catch me, but maybe they might catch me now that I'm in this mindset. But back then they didn't. I liked more of the active RTSs. I gotta go make myself some food here. Wonder, is there any magic I can do? It's burst strength, that's defense. I don't have any runes for anything. Okay. I gotta actually get used to using key bindings for all of this stuff. Give me a moment here. Let me... Controls. Are you gonna... I can only do F keys? Really? Are you serious? What? That's so uncomfortable. No way. That's way. Three, four. It's not even in the right order. What is this? What's my inventory? Is inventory not keybound? Oh, look like that. Escape. Escape is inventory? Okay. Okay. I think I got something here. I think I got something here. Void Sling is terrible, man. One of the worst mechanics, if not the worst mechanic they introduced into the game. I don't even know how they thought that was a good idea. Void Sling is terrible. Absolutely terrible. So we got escape for inventory. I don't like that. We're gonna make you inventory. So we got F1 for inventory, F2 for prayer. We need magic for F3. Okay, so there's those three. Those are like the three most important we need. We got inventory, prayer, and then that. And then from there we can do character. Character is already F4, so that's perfect. So what are we missing here? Or do we have a do 6? We have a 6 here. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. What am I missing then? Escape? Escape. We can make quest escape. I think that's okay. 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 There we go. Oh, I guess I see why they had some of these over here. Because then you can move your camera as you need. So you have your camera movement, and then you can have your Fs over here for your inventory and such. Okay, hold on here. Okay, alright. Is there a way to just do none? None. 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 Okay, I'm starting to understand this. Okay, so we have moving camera, and then here we want, we'll say bag for F12. Okay, and F11. Let's call that magic. Okay. It's called combat F9 for stances. And then equipment we'll call F10. So stance, equipment, magic, inventory. A stance, equipment, magic, inventory. stance, equipment, magic, inventory, magic, equipment, inventory, stance. Okay. Building muscle memory in my head, if anyone was wondering what the hell that was there. And then we'll say F8, I guess, for prayer stuff. So what do you mean recording has started? Stop that. What is that? NVIDIA. Can I just disable you? Can I disable your existence? I know I should be able to. NVIDIA app. Prayer is a big one to have easy to access for overhead. Yeah. I'm setting it as F8, which will be just like right next to stances. So it's just a quick little over to it. Though I might do it over inventory, not inventory, but equipment. Yeah, I'm gonna do that over equipment. That'll probably feel better. Prayer F10. And then here F8. So we have stance, prayer, magic, inventory, equipment, all right there. Settings, we're just gonna hit that as escape because that's just gonna make a hell of a lot more sense. I don't really care so much for the emotes and all of that stuff. Social can be whatever, I don't really care. Same with account management, questing. I would like access to my quest. We'll put those in the beginning, so we'll do quest. Skills, quest, skills. And I think that's... This looks like this will be important. This is like dungeons or some shit. Oh no, this is logging out. Okay. I don't really need that. I can just click... Well, yeah, I don't really need anything for that. I could make that the escape. Yeah, I actually like that as that. Okay. Settings, we'll make F3 then. So we have quest log, skills, settings. And then over here we have inventory, magic, prayer, stance, equipment, and then my camera and move. Okay. I think that's a good setup. I think that'll be okay. The good thing is if it's only limited to F keys, that means everybody else has the same problem that I have. That's good. The only other thing maybe I could do is maybe I could go into my keyboard settings and remap the F keys to actually be at a lower key. So like I'll hit one key, I'll hit like say hit control and it hits F10 or some shit. So then I could re-keybind maybe like the F keys to like my numpad. And then I can have access to F1 through 9 and then 0 is 10 and such. Probably remap that and figure that out. Let's go find somewhere to do bank. Bank could be possible. Yeah. I mean, it's possible in a general regard when it comes to keyboards, so as long as the game is still registering as me hitting that button is that key because it's been remapped, it should all work the same. I don't really want to use anything with Rune Light. I've already read that it's not as secure as using the standard launcher client, so I passed from it. Especially using with any of the plugins and everything. I've heard reports of them not being secure. I'd rather just not. I've already had to deal with issues in the past of people DDoSing me. The last thing I need to do is make it easier. It's so sad to say, but that is that wholehearted reality. Yeah. That's good, Kahan. How you doing? Doing well, though. Right now, I'm getting myself over to a bank so that I can, I need to go down this way. We gotta clear up our inventory a little bit, and then we're just gonna be working on leveling up our combat. A mixture of things like combat, cooking, fishing, etc. Just kind of have a little rotation as we go through. Health gets low, I eat food, you know, etc. The sort. We cook the food, and I'll either find mobs that drop food, or I'll just go ahead and what's it called? I'll just sit myself kind of close to a fishing location or something of the sort. But yeah, a little bit of just diverse farming right now. Oh, Jesus. I need a higher cooking level for this one. That's right. I keep forgetting about that. Alright, just keep going up. Just keep going up them. No, unfortunately, Warframe's visual effects have become too much for me, and it gives me seizures. So, for the foreseeable future, I have sadly had to quit Warframe again. This isn't the first, I say again, because this is not the first time that Warframe has enhanced their overall like quality to the point where I'm just not capable of playing the game. It was back in like 2000, end of 2018, beginning of 2019, somewhere around there. Yeah, not the first time. That's why I'm not even doing the run anymore. As I had a seizure in the middle of, or not in the middle, but after doing it. That's what led to all the extra med breaks, was the fact that it was just visually bothering me, and the more I played, the more it started to visually bother me until it just... There was at a point to where I couldn't do it anymore. this organized here. Get the bow here. Get our spades. Can I get them in this bucket over here too? The wheat can go over with the food. This is all just miscellaneous. We're gonna put this up over here. I don't know exactly what those are gonna be used for yet, so I'm just gonna keep them around. Oh, that's right. I need to do the certificate with Danny for that quest. We were both on that part. We were just waiting for me to get my account unrestricted, which thankfully it is now. Take you. I'll take you. I'll take you. I'll take the bread. And I think I can do something with this grape. I have no clue. To a certain extent, yeah. I'm part of the sad 3 to 5% of players that experience seizures from the game. Yeah, it's just too much, but it is life. I do hope the best for you guys with TennoCon and all of that. Hope it's a good content patch for y'all. Hopefully DE has a good roadmap for y'all that acknowledges a lot of the inherent problems that are in the game currently. Game's in one of the better spots that it's been in and since I've been playing it, but at the same time, some of those things that have made the game better also have made the game significantly have created a very different type of friction that I don't even think they expected to have. I think that might be the easiest way to put it. ETA is pain, man, pain. Yeah, right. I hope you take care as well. Thank you for stopping by. Hopefully there'll be somebody to fill in the niche that I used to provide at Warframe. I don't know. I don't know who has that level of patience though to sit there for that long. Let's be honest. I need at least level 20 to fish here. Okay. What's in here? Looks like this might be a bit of an area where people are farming. Level things. Level 10? Oh, I can definitely go with that. I will have to find somewhere to get materials, though, to heal myself, because I don't... Well, yeah, I know they're not going to drop anything that is going to... There's cooked meat in here, though. That's interesting. I can go in there and, like, steal the meat from them, maybe. Maybe they will drop me. I don't know. What is my fishing at? Was that F1, F2? Fishing is at 10, so we're like halfway there. Where's other fishing spots? Oh, where are you going? Where are you going? I was trying to close that. Pick up the coins and bones. Okay, so here's that. Sounds good, Khan. You take care. You do have the patience, my mom just might try to kick you. It's not a way of life to aspire for. I was fortunate enough to be disabled, so it gave me the time that no one else had. I don't know how else to describe that, to be fair with you. I think that might be the good way to describe it. But yeah. Aspire to be more in life at the end of the day. Where is fishing spots? Shops. I remember seeing things on here. That was training, maybe? Fishing spot. Here we go. It's down in that area. That's okay, so that's the beginning area. Okay, let's just go ahead and jump down there. I have my hearth set there. So that's what magic is F11. Yes. I'm really trying to break myself from clicking on the buttons down here and trying to use all these things. Holy, what's going on with that mini map? It's actually an idle game. Actually an idle game. Actually an idle game. Ah, yeah. Yeah. It's the Subway Surfers for people that need their Subway Surfer, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's a tower defense idle game. Yeah, it's Idle Hero TD is what the damn thing's called. That's pretty much it, man. Always make sure you do the best with whatever you got. So working on RuneScape right now. Leveling fishing, doing combat on the side and such like that. So it's just kind of more of a variety day. I'm kind of my brain's kind of quested out after doing a few days of questing, so I'm just gonna work on just casually leveling up other things. We just got my fishing high enough to be able to use the fishing rod, so going over and figuring that out. But yeah, need to get everything leveled up. I would like to get around like 20 on most of these things, just because it'll help open up my amount of quest pool that I have. This is level 20 for these fish too. Okay, so we're gonna go sip and we're gonna go hit shrimp. I thought I had high enough to do the fishing rod. I was wrong. Let's go hit those shrimp up until we get 20. And we should have those little rats and everything next to us as well. But yeah, just got my account unrestricted as free to play because I'm giving myself a free to play challenge, more or less. Just because base RuneScape really has been played enough. So it's completely free to play. I'll get enough gold eventually through selling things to buy vouchers and then actually transform into more of a normal play experience. And predominantly solo, but yeah. I also play with my girl from time to time. Only a few left. Very nice, very nice. Played a lot of free-to-play when you were a kid. I could see that. I could see that. And see, when I was a kid, World of Warcraft was still my main game. We're talking... I'm 34, so there you go. So when I was a kid, was a minute ago. It was definitely a minute ago. Around the same age then. Yeah. Yeah, res. It was World of Warcraft back then, but I think back then it was pretty much one of those situations. You either played World of Warcraft, RuneScape, or EverQuest. And then if you were the really oddball, you played Guild Wars. I was also one of those Guild Wars people. I think I may still have the physical edition of the first Guild Wars. I know I have Aeon Online. That was a fly-by-ass game. I mean, people even know about that game. I still have the physical disc for that one. I have the physical disc for APB Reloaded. Now it's a terrible free-to-play game. Absolutely horrendous game. I never got into any of the expansions with Guild Wars. I played just the very first one since the, I played for like 2 weeks during the beta phase of it. And after that, I bought the physical copy and played that for maybe about a year or so before I went back to WoW. Or full-time back to WoW, I guess you could say. It can't cook that? Okay. It is worth a shot. Alright. These guys are level 6. That should work okay for right now. If I remember correctly, we can stay in this area until about 20. Was 50 something. I hear you. Leveling back then was a huge slog, so I don't blame you. Even in BC, it wasn't really too much of a difference to my recollection. I know they changed it at one point and made it a little shorter, but it still wasn't anything notable at the end of it all. Until we get cooking leveled up a fair bit. I don't know where it's at right now. Cooking 7. Oh, it's really low. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely be working over in this area for a good little bit so we can get that cooking up. Once we get that up near closer to like 20, I want to move over to the other area where the goblins are so that we can start farming runes out. So eventually I can start working on leveling magic at the same time. F12 for inventory and eat some food. Enjoyed Kata when it came out, and the bunch shit was ridiculous. I actually really enjoyed Kata, but I was a PV. I only enjoyed Kata for rated battlegrounds. That's what I enjoyed Kata for. I didn't like the PvE of Kata. I did play it and such just because back then you still had to get PvE gear to get the best in slot PvP gear. It was really annoying having to farm out cunning on my Moonkin. It's annoying. I just wanted a PvP. I just wanted a PvP. That's all I wanted to do. But no. But yeah, PvE Kata was terrible. Terrible. In my subjective opinion, at least. After the nerf that happened in ICC was essentially when everything started to go downhill in World of Warcraft, which is Ice Crown Citadel. That was the very last raid in Wrath of the Lich King. When they did the nerf to that one, it just kind of like ruined the whole, like, I don't know, the game from there just kind of changed in how it felt. So I don't know how else really to describe it. It just felt really bad. I would say like you started feeling it after Old War. So like Trial of the Crusader and Grand Crusader, it started having that feeling, but it wasn't as prominent until the end of the expansion. So after that expansion, I just kind of like really started to fade away from PvE as a whole. I did enjoy Legion for Mythic Plus, but that was about it. Raiding wasn't too bad in Legion. Legion was just terrible because I think that was the artifact power one. I think that was that one. Level 12 in combat. PvE, I rarely PvP. Did some CFT. Oh, the Warsong Gulch and Twin Peaks thing. Yeah. Everyone's like, capture the flag, what do you mean? And it's like, but the Warsong, you dumbass, where you grab the flag and you run it across the map. My brain just, we've never called it CFT for some, it makes sense to do so, but it was just always called a Warsong. It's WSG or TP. That's that game though. Everything's an acronym in that game. Everything's a shortened version of everything. Nobody wants to use proper English in that game. They just want to, like, as quickly as possible get the word across. I was thinking about cowhides. I was thinking about that, seeing that with them. It's, I guess, actually, I could just come back over to my bank and keep tossing it in my bank over and over again. That's, yeah, that would make sense. That would make sense, because then I get raw meat from them. I can cook that raw meat. Yeah, that would make sense. Because right now, I was just, it's more or less, we're working on prayer, minorly cooking, and predominantly combat. But if I can get some income at the same time, yeah, that would make sense. So we'll just bring ourselves over here to the cows. The only issue is we're gonna have to take that time to run all the way back here, fill up our bank every time. And that's gonna be the annoying part of the whole thing. So we'll see how that feels. It might be a little too much of a spread farm for me. And in the regard of, like, it just makes things take too long then. We'll see. How much do cow hides sell for? Anyways. Remember Danny sent me fucking updates on Discord. God damn it, hurry. I'm trying to open up the site so that I can see how much things are worth. I'm sorry, I never open up Discord. Oh man, you are having... Okay, here we go. Cowhide. Is that one word? One word. Oh, 234 each? Oh yeah, that's hot, actually. Okay. No, that'll be worth it. Yeah, that's hot. That's hotter than logs. So I like that. And craft them in leather and sell that. Yeah. And I get at my crafting as well. Let's do on that. Okay, I can drop that, I can drop that, and I can drop that. Alright. Yeah, I was selling logs before, but I mean, mainly the logs work well because it's so close to the general exchange. I would figure as much that would happen. I would figure as much. Yeah. Like usual, there's gonna be some things I have to buy from a vendor that'll require for the end of it. I get it all figured out. Mess around, figure out things, and see what's what, more or less. Right now, it's not so much min-maxing as it is just playing the game. Feeling it out. At the end of the day, it's always just thousands of hours away from being done. Really matter. Yeah. Ain't no rush really at the end of it all. If there was for me, I would have already have sat down before I even played and like made a whole spreadsheet of things to do and go where to go and all of that, but I just can't be bothered with doing stuff like that. Like maybe once I really insanely understand the game, if you will, then maybe, sure. Like I've already, like I'm running out of ideas of things to do on the game already. And it's like, sure, I can make like something like that. Because then it becomes guides for people and such. And dropping it on the ground, yeah. I could see that. How long does loot... How long does loot take to despawn our escape? 3 minutes? Oh, 3 minutes? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay. I wish there was like a take all button. Which quest have I done? Cook's Assistant, Ernest the Chicken, Goblin Diplomacy, this mystery one, which was the finding the killer, Sheep Shearer, almost done with Shield Arvar. I just need to actually trade the other component with my girlfriend. We're waiting for me to unrestrict my account to do that. Witch's Potion and X marks the spot. Just basic quest. Yeah. Steadily getting done. It's more or less just enough to give me what I need for unlocking the restriction on my account right now. Spend those over there. Upgrade my damage a little, some more XP for my characters. And automation. I believe I had enough here. Yeah. Right there. Okay. Started a hardcore Ironman. Very nice. It's an eventually thing for me. Right now, I just want to have an account that I can also play with my girl on at the same time, and be able to at least get my account to a status of membership before I did that. Because I don't know so much about free to play hardcore Iron Man. I don't know so much about that. I've already seen things that more or less make that the actual, because I've seen like limited inventory, no bank, and all of that type of stuff, so I'm trying to semi-enjoy myself to a regard while still challenge myself. I don't want to say so much as hard as it is just something that takes a while. I really don't need this food. These things are kind of dying fast enough. Let's clear up the inventory a bit more. Don't need that. Don't need that. I don't need this. Don't need that. That. I guess maybe an axe and the tinder at most. If I do need to like heal myself or something, then we can at least take the meat and cook it. I don't know if I would say so much as ripped off, but that just becomes like what the friction of Iron Man is that your only real reasonable way to get gold is by vendoring things or doing quest. So getting a membership with that just becomes the innate part of that friction. I mean, comparatively to, of course, everything else, it's drastically less, but I guess my brain just views it as that's the game mode, if you will. It's not so much being ripped off as it is just a modifier, like you would have in any other game. You know, here essentially what you get is a reduction on the amount that you earn back from vendoring items, because you can more or less figure in your head that selling something on an auction house is another form of vendoring that item. It has the same, I guess you could say, friction innately behind it. I was noticing that. I wasn't 100% on whether that was what was going on, but I definitely did notice something like that, and I was curious on that. I just hadn't actually tested it, so thank you for saving me that time. What I can do then is, as I fill my inventory, I look at where my health is, and then that'll tell me how many pieces of gear I can remove in relation to so I don't have to have that weird moments of having to like cook and heal myself and all that. Or I could use that as a way to actually increase the rate at which I'm going to be cooking and healing for myself, but I think I'd kind of rather just throw it into the bank as I can. And then I'll just work on cooking at one big time. No, I'm not trying to talk to you. The cow is not you. Now, are you referring to the wilds, the new one that you have to pay for? Oh, I always called that RuneScape 2. I didn't call it 3. What do you consider RuneScape 2? What am I missing? Old school used to be... Okay. I guess I can kind of see that because this was like a re-release of it. Yeah, okay, I guess I can kind of see that. Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. not objective to it, but that's well later. Well later. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's kind of a well later thing, but yeah, definitely no objection to trying. That was one of the reasons why you saw me with the key bindings, trying to get more comfortable with it, is eventually I will try it. So I was like, I need to get used to this now. I already know that 100%. I've already seen enough videos. And going in blind sometimes is actually more fun than knowing what you do or what you're doing before you do it. One thing I've always known, or I've always been, is I like to try to figure things out a little bit on my own, and then later on I don't mind accepting information and such like that. Highlight bone. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. So if it's, you can make it a priority for you, and then you'll know if it's there. Ah, cool. Alright, let's go ahead and cut this tree down here. Open that. Chop down this tree. I don't blame you. Alright, good enough there. Oh, other way around, dumbass. You needed for, oh, I needed at least a fire making of 15 for logs. Oh, I didn't know that. This is the first time I've tried to use an oak log, apparently. Alright, wrong one. Let me use this tree. This tree's the tree. Oh, we got level 26 wood cutting from that anyways, though, so I can't complain too much. That had some value behind it. So that's why it wasn't letting me cook. It wasn't because I was doing it in the wrong order, it's just because I wasn't capable of cooking. I just wasn't looking at my log. We'll free up some inventory space by cooking here. Oh. And give myself some levels as well. Okay. Drop that, drop that. Okay, go ahead and eat that. Oh, wood cutting. I could definitely see as free to play. Completely would be be heavily looked at. I'll just keep putting all of this food in the bank so that when I go out and do quest or whatever, I'll always have food available to me. Of course, grab the bones so that we can get our worship up. Gotta get the prayer leveled. Come on, light it. Jesus. That was difficult. Alright, let's go ahead and drop these in the bank. And we can drop off a good amount of our gear as well. Top floor, just let it run there. And be sure if y'all haven't given the stream a thumbs up, definitely be sure to do so if you are enjoying. Okay, let's go ahead and get ourselves over here. Let's make a tab for food. Okay, that's looking better. We'll leave that in the bag. I don't have to cook it. Floor. Over there. Take care, G's. Thank you for stopping by. Let's chop down one of these trees before we start, because we already know it's going to start with it. We need one. And this way we can just farm till full inventory. You'd like to talk to me? Well, hello, mysterious old man. Oh, thank you for the 320 coins. There we go, level 16 for our health now. that. Oh, you're dead. Salute you. Attack you. And do things over here. Don't need to do anything there. I only have 200k of that. Okay. It's just sitting there now. Oh, Jesus, I'm resizing the wrong thing. Oh, good. I actually can make this a little wider. Something like that. A little wider. Right about. What level is our prayer anyways? Is that F2? F2. Prayer is... I'm stupid and I can't find it. There it is. 6. Okay. Was it F2? F2, yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to take gear off. Make myself run faster. This kill, and then one more, and we all have to do a cooking. I'll free up some space because of all the burnt that we'll end up getting. Wow. Thank you. Probably should just turn the camera. Here we are. Here we are, though. There we go, we just leveled 18 in combat. We'll end up, once I hit 20, we'll switch over to lunge or slash, and then eventually over to, what's it called? Block. Take the bones first so we can bury the bones, and then take the beef. This to that. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna cook all their family right in front of them. Assert our dominance. We'll burn approximately 50% of them, just to show that we can be wasteful. And that's their problem, not ours. Level 20 cooking, though, that's good. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Okay. Not what I wanted. You. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of the idle game. I don't think my computer's being too happy with it. Just close it like that. There you go. I can keep it running. It just doesn't like it to be shown. Okay, well that's fine. Just leave it off. Ooh. Let's just drop that. Pick up the bones. Bury the bones. Pick up the raw beef. We'll go ahead and drop this off. Yeah, we'll just drop this off. I can target. Oh, that's why it hasn't rendered in yet. There we go. Top floor. The Warframe RuneScape pipeline is real. Yeah, it has started apparently. I wouldn't hold my breath expecting others. I wouldn't hold my breath. There are others, so that's wild. That's unreal. I don't blame him at the same time. I don't. I really don't. It just means you have good taste. One moment here. Let me relaunch the game here. Ah, there is an update in the NVIDIA app. No wonder why it started to run a little wonky. Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? Give me one moment. Oh, wait, yeah. Turn that off. Play. Make sure that is actually on, because that'll render things in better. New render. That should hopefully help a bit more at the rendering. The new render is experimental. You may encounter bug stability issues, so enter high-risk areas with caution. Is it really that bad? Oh, I'll just go back to the old one then. Do that. No, I did not know it was that bad. Okay. I'll pass. Alright, back to it. What? I have to take a screenshot for some reason. Was that? Hold on. Is that? No. Okay, I don't know why that was popping up. That might have been Discord. That's why I don't like using the F keys. No, I don't like using the damn F keys. Let's see how my skills looking. 18 on combat. Okay, so we got 2 more levels to go, and then we'll be swapping over to a different stance and getting that one up to 20 as well. Give me the bones. I want the bones, damn it. Goblin. You need to die so I can loot appropriately. I'm sorry. You shouldn't have been there. Should have used your feet to go somewhere else. I just got raw meat from a goblin. I don't know what that means. We eating goblins? Alright, we eating goblins, I guess. Oh, I got raw beef. Are goblins made of beef? The goblins are made of beef. That's interesting. Well, I'm not one to judge then. Okay, never mind. There was just gold off of that guy. I didn't see the hide way up here. Okay, that makes more sense now. Okay. I was really confused for a moment there. I was like, how the hell? But last time we were here, I had gold in this spot, so that's why it was even all the way through. I'm just stupid and I didn't notice it. Okay, I'm back. I'm at the restroom. Is there a specific goal you're working on at the moment, or just exploring? Right now, leveling my combat skills, so defense, strength, and what the hell was the last one called? I forgot my key bindings. Strength, and then also aside from that, leveling cooking through the drops I get through these guys, prayer as well through the bones, and collecting cowhide to sell on the GE in order to get myself closer to a membership. So pretty diverse, and minorly working on wood cutting and fire making, campfires thing. Yeah, pretty much everything. Not everybody, yeah. A large amount of the game is getting worked on at one time in some way or another. Working off a bond, yeah. I decided to make this account a full free-to-play account. Yeah. Might as well have some type of actual challenge with it. So, let's get enough gold together. Today, actually, we just unrestricted my account. We're able to get all of that done. Yeah, definitely. It adds a nice little variety into the game. They were smart to do so. They did it in a smart fashion too, to where, or to how you get them and everything. It makes a lot of sense. I'm more surprised at how long it took World of Warcraft to just adopt it. I mean, I used to do it at that and WoW more or less all the time. I sold gold for expansions and game time all the time because you could just gift them in the games, so it was easy. And then people loved it. I don't know why people get mad about it in general. Well, no, I guess I kind of get it because like people start to like say pay to win and all of that, but it's like all they're doing is just trying to have a more secure avenue for non-black market transactions to occur. Which at the end of the day just gives more security and all of that to the user. Because that's how I've always seen these types of things and all of that. I'd probably say the biggest problem y'all had, though, over the course of time, I don't know how immediate it was, but like in World of Warcraft, when the token system came out, gold got inflated to crazy levels, and it made things a lot harder to kind of start off with, but also easier at the same time, because like everything is more expensive, but because everything is more expensive, what was once hard to do in the beginning of the game, because of like income wise, was now made easier, but at the same time it was also made harder in a facet because the total amount it cost went up. Yeah, that's where I'm seeing like that would be the one biggest problem to any of that situation. It was like that in World of Warcraft too when they introduced it. It did hyperinflate everything, which comes with its own inherent problems, but given enough time, markets everything kind of evens itself out, but in the very beginning it can be extremely overwhelming. You've completed a weapons. Oh, okay. Good. We got level 20 on that. Oh yeah, I haven't been to Adventurer John in a while. Next time I film my, actually before I film my inventory here, let's just go to Adventurer John real quick right over here. What's good, alien? Just working on leveling stuffs right now. Leveling up my combat skills and cooking, getting items together for GE, and minorly leveling random other stuff. Good to hear, good to hear. Like to claim my rewards. Okay, I ran out of inventory space really quick. Okay, let's go ahead and get to the banker. It's apparently been longer than I thought for that. When did you start streaming in general? 11 years ago. Gaming content though? 8 years? 8 years? No, unfortunately I used to be on Twitch, but I asked in Warframe's chat why I was getting, or were they ever going to stop giving players unfair suspensions for endurance? This was back in 2018, and in doing so my entire account got banned. No chance for redemption. No chance. Yeah. May I tell you something about myself? Yeah, sure. Let's see what's going on here. Why not? Why not? I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm good, man. My girlfriend does art. You're all good, man. Don't worry. I'm fine. Okay, we got everything there. Okay. Let's see. Cal, that's going to be part of the staff. That's gonna be like caster related. I have a whole mess of things going on here. You into here. You into here. You into here. What did it do? These can go in here as well. Wait, I should have bronze arrows on me. What's wrong? This one down here. Yeah, okay. So now for equipment was that there. Good. Equipment. Okay, so I have to highlight over each one. Do that, 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 that. Okay, so black sword? No, wait, hold on. Mithril longsword. Mithril longsword. Yeah. Okay, so there's that. Examine those and examine those. Same thing, I thought so. Leather gloves are going to be the same thing. Okay. I'm just going to throw these in here for right now. Okay. Oh, I was pretty much naked. Oh boy, I actually had nothing on already to begin with, so I couldn't remove anything to... Wow, that's crazy. Look at you. I've been playing like that. What is gear? I don't need it. No wonder why the quests were such a pain. I literally had no gear on. How you doing? Not literally, but I mean like, I had like no armor on me at all. I wonder why things were hitting so damn hard, and I was like, what? I guarantee you we're gonna go one-shot these things now. 2035 for asking. I mean, you know. No, you are mistaking, man. I wasn't talking about Warframe account. My Twitch account got banned. You're mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, you're mistaking that one, man. Yeah, my Twitch account got banned for asking on Twitch during a Warframe stream in Warframe's channel about it. And I got other people to start asking. Well, I was asking, and as soon as that happened, yeah, there's a video I have about it. Oh no, we're not one-shotting, but we are definitely hitting them. This is definitely going a lot better. But yeah, no, that was that whole thing. What are you gonna do? You know. What are you gonna do? All right, let's switch over to Slash so that we can start leveling up our strength here. So I think, what was that other one there? Attack. So now we're gonna level up strength. But yeah, no, I've never been 2035 on Warframe. I've been threatened with a 2035, and then now it's turned into I don't get my account banned. But that's about that. Not really so much don't get it banned, it's just most of the time, like, they've understood that how I play the game is how I play the game. Or played the game, I should say. It is kind of unfortunate that, like, as soon as I can actually, like, play Warframe without the fear of getting 2035'd, I can't actually play it because of my medical conditions. It's kind of not fair. But it's where we're at, fuck it, you know, what are we gonna do? We're gonna smack a cow in the face with a sword. Kinda sad, but, you know, hey, what are you gonna do? I don't know why it's just a sticking point for them. Probably botting. Especially with a lot of the way I used to do strats. They're extremely, like, if you knew what you were doing with coding, you likely could program something to, in some regard, play. I don't think it could account for everything. Mainly because I just don't know how well pixel searching is. I don't know how good that is. Like, I have very minimal experience with pixel searching coding, like detection and stuff. My only experience is with idle champions, and even then it wasn't me personally doing it. I was using an auto hotkey script made by different people, and I was just kind of like trying to learn about it through that, so it was like a very rough way to do it. But yeah, that would be my guess. You know, with the fact that, like, Valorant can, like, and all that can be very easily made to have, like, aim hacks and all of that, and those are nothing more than pixel searching. You could just kind of transfer the same thing into Warframe in some weird regard, I guess. I don't really know how spatial awareness would work in that, but yeah. That would just be my guess. But that's why I would always go to the extent of making the videos and all of that type of stuff, and eventually what led into using a hand cam and all of that, which I think was one of the biggest things, in my subjective opinion, on getting them off my back, was sitting in a mission for 33 hours with a hand cam on. You know, I think that that kind of got things across. Oh yeah, they're level 7 for our strength. Now, damn, we really haven't worked on our strength at all. Level 7. Not doing anything with that. Was it F2? F2. Okay, good. Okay, it's the fist. Alright, so that's what we're working on right now. We'll get that to 20, and then afterwards we have our defense. So that's what we'll get to 20 next. And when we do that, we should be done with this whole, like, little area here as a whole, once we get all those things to 20. We'll have a good amount done with cooking and all of that as well. So we'll see what that looks like. go. Level 8. Do remember, if you are enjoying the stream, give the video a thumbs up. Combat level got to level 16. That's good. Can I attack you? Thank you. It is much appreciated. Oh, inventory. Go. Let's get all this cooked. And then we can toss out the burnt ones to make room for a little bit more in the inventory for kill wise. Be good. Also can eat a few as well. Yeah. And we got cooking to 21 now. That's good. Okay. They're starting to hit hard. Oh, inventory. Inventory. Bones. Berry. Okay. Over here. Oh, prayer level's level 8 now. Good. Good. Why? I don't know why I did not want to just go around. That was weird. Just run into a wall instead. Even the door was wide open. There we go. Someone else is fighting that. I know. I was slow. Yep, level 9. Let's get ourselves one piece of wood here. Yep. I'm just gonna take all that off for right now. I don't think I even need this shield. To be real, let's see. Oh yeah, that recovery's going up a lot faster. Oh, we're killing them a lot slower though. Yeah, okay. No. Not worth it. Hmm. Building muscle task. Okay, got another thing done. The strength level 10. Okay, cool. There we go. The strength level 10, combat level 17. We're getting good levels off of this. We are getting some good levels. Go get my prayer up more. Clear up some of that precious inventory space. So precious. Let's burn some beef. Burn beef. Okay, alright, that's better. I was gonna say game, I didn't literally mean just burn all the meat. It's just joking. I'm gonna go ahead and end off stream right now. I'm actually going to I'm gonna get everything figured out for the webcam again, since I'm able to run a little bit more. So we'll see how that goes. I have no clue what a dragon. This is my, like, realistically, this is probably my second day playing the game. Third day. Oh, a weapon. Okay. Strongest in its heart available. Okay. 60 attack, yada yada. 100,000 coins? That's actually not a bad cost. It's just stats. Yeah, okay. Can also be dropped in the wilderness. I just looked it up on the wiki. Alright, give me a moment here. I'm gonna go ahead and just get these items put away and all that. But they're long swords. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just enjoying and playing the game. I'm not really worried about min-maxing or anything. I'm in the phase of just existing in the game currently. We should this early on. Last thing you ever. You just think they look cool? Okay, yeah, I can get on. Yeah, I can see that. Okay. Alright, that I can actually see. And now it's more my level of understanding of RuneScape right now. So it looks cool. I understand what you're talking about right now, man. Spot on. Alright, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and end off for right now. I'm gonna get everything together and try to figure out this whole webcam situation on the vertical and all of this stream. So, yeah. We'll see you all on the next one. And as always, I do want to thank you all for coming around and showing the love you do. And I hope everyone takes care and stay safe.